Think about a time when you had the most adrenaline in your entire life. Well, my story, where I felt the most adrenaline, was when I caught a 3 foot northern pike in northern Minnesota. So I was reeling it in, and I could see my lure right there in the water. And in about a foot deep of water, this massive fish just destroys my bait, and I catch it, throw it onto the bank, and it comes off the hook, and I have to kick it up this big rock so that I would keep the fish and be able to cook it for dinner. So that's a story that really led to me loving fishing, and that's what I want to talk to you guys about is fishing, and specifically the culture of fishing. I want to talk about why it matters, how it's done, and what exactly it is. So why does this matter? It matters to me because fishing has played a huge role in my life to de-stress and just have fun and make great memories. So I'm going to talk about the culture of fishing, why it matters, what it is, and how it's done. So first we're going to talk about what. I think fishing is a complex hobby that is constantly evolving these days. So fishermen love the challenge of catching different fish. And I think that is the main drive of people wanting to fish is there's a challenge ahead. It is a man versus fish type thing. We have a battle to conquer, something to do that is difficult, and we want to do that. Fishing is a mental game and has a lot of different factors. Fishing is influenced by things like the weather, things like the temperature, things like the location, and it is a challenging thing, and you have to constantly be adapting. So my object that I want to talk about, and that proves why people love fishing, is this awesome lamp. And if you can see it, this is a fishing lure on the lamp, and it proves that people love fishing so much that they want to remember it and put it in their homes. So that's my object. I just want to talk about why people love fishing so much. So I think one is that they love the outdoors. People love to get away and to get in nature and detox from the stress of the city and just be at peace with themselves. And as it allows great time for thought, I know in my own life it has been great time for reflection. The other reason is conservation efforts. Many people like fishing because they care about the environment, and a part of fishing and different bodies of water is to make sure that the ecosystems are healthy and that as humans we are taking care of our fishing and wildlife management. So I want to talk about how people fish and the culture in between fishing. There are many different methods, and they kind of depend on where they are. For example, in the ocean, there's deep sea fishing, and a lot of this revolves around a slow weight with big, heavy gear that is durable. You have pond and lake fishing with medium durability of the gear that people are really excited about and take advantage of. And you have river fishing, which a common practice there is fly fishing. It is a lot more technical, and the gear is lighter, which is really cool, and you can catch a lot of different fish in those areas as well. The other kind of cool, unique one is called noodling. And if you've never heard of noodling, it's where usually a hillbilly in like a muddy, murky lake or pond or river in Oklahoma or Texas or Louisiana will stick their hand deep inside of a catfish hole and pull out a colossal catfish. And it is hilarious to watch. It's on National Geographic. There's a big following of it. And speaking of followings in the culture of fishing, people compete in the culture of fishing. For example, there's a Bassmaster tournaments where people catch or go out for days, and whoever brings back the most fish, the heaviest fish, wins a prize and can win a lot of money. And people do this for a living, and people watch this for entertainment. So overall, fishing is an incredible hobby and outlet and skill people love to do. There's a big culture behind it. There's a lot of different subcultures and the reason why people fish and why people enjoy fishing. And there's a common bond between everyone who fishes. And I love it and would encourage you guys to also get into fishing at some point. Thank you guys for your time.